Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Wednesday, January the 22nd, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. Now, I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out. I give different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. I try to get my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips are greatly appreciated. Okay, if you're wondering why I have a little bit more score going on than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 50% boost going on right now. Of course, 25 of that I claim right off the current season 19 season pass on 3 pages. A 5%, 10%, additional 10% equaling 25. And because yesterday was Tuesday, I did back-to-back daily weekly challenge videos. I did use a score boost which stacks with the 25%, so equaling 50%. Now we can only use one score booster drink a day. And as you can see, the little 5 hours left on that, because I did start my videos a little bit later in the day because I was getting off work. Okay, let's take a look here, Jimmy. Gain XP 2500. So this one here is a little bit easier to do than you think, especially if you're a lower level. What you can do is just go around the wasteland, kill a bunch of enemies, you gain some XP that way. Another thing you can do, every time you craft something, you'll gain some XP there as well. And I believe if you eat anything that involves cranberries, and when you craft anything, you will gain some extra XP there as well. Now, there are lunch boxes that we have here in the game, so if you open up your Pep Boy, we'll go under Item and then Aid. You do have lunch boxes here. And these lunch boxes, 4 of them will stack, and these will give you us a little bit of XP as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, if you don't have lunch boxes on you and you are lower level, what I would suggest is you can always join a public event. You don't have to be on a team with anyone, but just join the public event, and usually there are a couple high levels around, and sometimes those high levels will use a lunch box or two. So that's a good way to gain some benefit from some lunch boxes, just being in around the area. And again, you don't have to be on their team. Now, you can buy lunch boxes yourself if you so wish. If you go over here to the atomic shop, I don't know anyone who does this, but I'm just showing you that they are available to you if you so wish to use your atoms. You're right down here under utility, and they are right here. So they are bundled up sometimes, and sometimes they do go on sale a couple times a year. And every day we do get a free item if you go to the featured section. I always recommend this. If we go down to the free special offers, now today was a free carry weight booster, but every single day you'll have a free item in there, and sometimes it is a lunch box. So just an FYI, you can always kind of collect them that way as well. And we could buy a little set of lunch boxes, usually off the season pass, for tickets. All right, so we have that tracked. So as we kind of go along with the game and kill enemies and craft things, we'll see that one kind of pop up there, okay? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. Build anything in a workshop or camp in free camp 10. So again, there's a couple stipulations here. We can build anything at all, whatever we have available to us in our build menu. We can do it in a workshop. Of course, you're going to have to claim a workshop first. It could be your favorite one, the one closest to you, whatever you want to do. And when you claim it, you can go into free camp mode, which is the third stipulation, and then go ahead and build anything. Or you can do the same exact thing, but in your camp. Now, a lot of people like to do it in their camp, so you can modify or add to their camp in that way, or you can just do it where you can build things and then scrap them. But the main thing you got to remember is you have to be in free camp mode for both, okay? So we are in our camp here, and you can see we're in the Skyline Valley region. What we're going to do is we're going to open up our build menu here, okay? And as you can see at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see toggle camera. Whatever button that is for you, you're going to select that. Then you see that pop up in the top left-hand corner of the screen. It's a little guy there with a set of wings and a little camera, and that's how you know that you're in free cam mode. Okay, so there's a little guy down below. I don't know if you can see him or not, but he's down below there. And we're going to build anything at all, okay? So let's go to crafting. I don't plan on keeping anything, and what we're going to do is we're going to build these punch card machines, and the only limit is the amount of these you can build in your camp, and then you just kind of scrap a couple. But again, they cost you no resources at all to craft, and this is why I highly suggest crafting these, especially if you don't plan on keeping it in your camp, okay? But again, if there is something you want that you want, you've been waiting to build just for these to pop up, because it does happen, you know, there are people who do that. There's nothing wrong with that either. But this is what I was just, and when you scrap these, you don't get anything in return, of course, because you didn't use any resources to build them in the first place, but that's fine. Yeah, this is one of the best ideas that someone ever gave me. I think it was about 1.5 years ago or so, and I was thinking, wow, that is a genius idea. Yeah, awesome idea. Then you just get out of your build menu and you're back to your little guide on the ground. Nice and easy. Let's drink some purified water here before we continue on. We'll take a couple of pemmican here. And all that shooting in the background, those are the super mutants. We're fairly close to Research Site Saxony, and they don't usually come up the hill very often, but they'll just sit down there and just fire away. Yeah, it's quite something. All right, what's next here? All right. Now let's take a look at this one here. Scrap down to produce aluminum 5. So aluminum is a junk item that we can use the bulk and scrap method at our Tinker's Workbench. All right, let's go right up our tree here and we'll head to our Tinker's Workbench here. Which happens to be right at the very top, of course. Right there. All right, let's go ahead and go craft. We're going to go bulk and look at that bulk aluminum. So to bulk 1 aluminum, you need 10 aluminum scrap or 2 plastic in your stash or scrap box. You go ahead and you build your 1 bulk aluminum and then you scrap it. That's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. Also for the folks that are kind of short on time, or the folks that just kind of want to get things done quick and easy. Now, aluminum is one of those resources that we do use a lot in the game, so it's always good to know where you can find aluminum in game. Okay. Now we just got this camp. Oh, we just got a camp resource back to us there just yesterday, Tuesday, and it's this bad boy here. It is this awesome counterfeit bottle cap press. So we did get this in a little bundle a couple of weeks ago, but there was issues between this and the wood pile, and it was only crafting or only collecting aluminum and oil. It wasn't actually collecting any lead, so they did take it away, but they were able to fix it. So just an FYI, so I was able to put it in this camp and my other camps because they did end up keeping it. And you can check out that video if you so wish, but you'll see that it only collected oil during that time. But as you can see, it is working perfectly now. But as you can see, this aluminum scrap, you can get your aluminum scrap from your counterfeit bottle cap press. Awesome camp resource that you can buy by itself for 700 atoms. And then that way there, you can, you know, just use this, right? This is a good little source of aluminum and a good source of lead at the same time. And all you do is you just scrap it, and then you can, you know, gain some, you know, your daily challenge for your score there. So you'll satisfy that as well. All right, so another good spot for aluminum. I actually have a video on it. Bring you guys right over here to Quarry X3. There's about 5 blasting cap boxes there, and of course, blasting cap boxes are a great source of aluminum. Usually we can find a blasting cap box or 2, usually in around these little settlements here, just to give you an example, okay? But cake pans are a good source of aluminum as well. Right up here in Morgantown High School, if you go upstairs, there's a little economic class there, or home economic class, I should say, and there'll be 3 cake pans there, so that you just got to kind of watch out for them because they can kind of easily hide if they're on the ground. And of course, right down here at the Overseer's home in Sutton. So let's pop over to the Overseer's home here today. And there should be 2 cake pans right in her kitchen. Yeah, I'm really glad they had repaired that counterfeit bottle cap press. And I was kind of expecting it last week, but I guess they needed an extra week to repair whatever they had to do to it there, okay? All right, so we're actually going to go right inside the Overseer's home. And I'll be right in the kitchen. It's been a little while since I've been here as well. There's our 2 cake pans right there. If we take a look at our cake pans, look at that. 1 cake pan gives us 4 aluminum. Just like that. Pretty awesome. And there's also a couple of aluminum cans that are around as well. That aluminum can gives us aluminum. And we can find aluminum cans actually just around the corner right here in Helvetia. There's like a bluish, off blue, whitish kind of house across the street from the yellow house on the corner on the main street. If you head upstairs to the kitchen, there's a bunch of tin cans up there, but there's also a couple of aluminum ones there as well. Just give you an idea. All right, so let's go outside here. We're going to scrap this stuff. Should be a little workbench right in her garage. Let's go ahead and scrap. And we can go to any workbench at all to scrap this stuff. Okay, we can go to another player's camp or train station, what have you. Go scrap trying to produce aluminum 5 for 5, done just like that. Sweet. Okay, what's next? Scrap trying to produce ceramic 5. So again, just like the aluminum, ceramic is a junk item that we can use the bulk and scrap method. Let's go ahead. We're going to go to our Tinker's Workbench here and go craft just so I can show you. This is what we did actually yesterday, Tuesday weekly challenge video. We go down here to bulk. As you can see there, ceramic. So to bulk 1 ceramic, you need 15 ceramic scrap and 2 plastic. Go ahead and you bulk your 1 ceramic, then you scrap this. Again, hands down, fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. More so for the folks that are kind of short on time, for the people that just want to get things done nice, quick, and easy. And again, we did this during yesterday's weekly challenge video. You can check that out to see how that counts, okay? Now we can find ceramic in many great spots, even right here in the overseer's home. Let's give it a quick check here. Now, sometimes when we come across lampshades, or sorry, lamps, broken lamps, and even the floral vases, sometimes we can't interact with them like this. See how we can't even pick this up? But sometimes we can. But we have these plates here, right? You have these ceramic plates. We have these coffee cups here. Pretty good little spot. What else? A couple more coffee cups here. So I just want to show you that sometimes you will come across items in the game that we just can't physically pick up. Okay, there's nothing wrong with your game. It's just the way it is. Okay. But ceramic, of course, teapots are a good source of ceramic, as well as the floral vases. And I find up here the Palace of the Winding Path probably one of the hands down best spots for ceramic. There's so many different types of floral vases and vases in general. Some of those vases even give you copper, like the red ones, like the tall, skinny red ones. They will give you copper. Okay, so it's a really good source. Okay, and in one little spot that a lot of people kind of oversight is right here at Big House Tattoo Parlor, upstairs and downstairs. We do have those ceramic ashtrays, all kinds of them there. And even down here in good old Easy Flatwoods in the tavern, same kind of deal, same thing. We do have 3 teapots here at the Giant Teapot. We have 2 teapots here, Blue Ridge Bunkhouse, a couple teapots here, Settlers Ridge, just to give you a couple of good examples, okay? And seeing how we're here in the Overseer's home, again, just another great spot to find ceramic. Let's grab this red plate. So as you can see, that red plate, 2 ceramic. This guy over here, we'll grab him. Now let's grab a coffee mug here. Coffee cup, sorry, 1 ceramic each. So I'll just grab it all here. There we go. And I saw here on a shelf, I don't know if we'll be able to pick them up or not. Yeah, there we go. There's a white ornament vase. So this is one of the vases we'll see at the Palace of the Winding Path. So let's take that bad boy. As you can see, 3 ceramic in that guy. And here's a nice little house teapot. We'll find these ones around the odd time. So there's 2 different types of teapots in game. There'll be this house one, and there'll be like a little brownish generic one that we usually find in around the Palace of the Winding Path. So let's even take that guy. And there's our house teapot, 2 ceramic like that. It's a nice little spot, as you can see. This is just let's just say one little location you can get your aluminum at the same time. All right, let's go ahead. We'll go back here and scrap this. And again, any workbench will do. Let's go ahead and scrap. Let's scrap this stuff here. Here you go. Scrap trying to produce ceramic. Done. Just like that. Easy. Didn't even have to change spots. What's next, Jim? That's a teddy bear 3. All right, so I do have a couple of videos showing you where you can find teddy bears in game. One great spot is up here at the knife's edge. We were here just the other day, actually, and just a little bit to the east or in this location. So when you spawn here at the knife's edge, there'll be 2 or 3 rat scorpions. It's a good spot for rat scorpions. It's a guaranteed spot. But if you keep going past right where you spawn in, you just keep going past this place, there'll be a little red shack. Sometimes the red shack is real hidden in there because the woods in this area is really thick. You just use your vats, and if you use your vats, you'll pick up a couple of enemies, and that's where that red shack will be. So you take care of those enemies, and there's 9 teddy bears up in the little loft of that little shack. They are hard to get to. If you try to jump up and grab them, you can do it, but it takes a while. I recommend either using an explosive weapon as explosive ammo, or just taking a frag grenade. Just throw it to the side of the building, and then that explosion will cause those teddy bears to kind of fling down on the ground and grab them. And that's what we did a couple of days ago. Okay, you can check out that video during that daily challenge that we had that day. Right over here at Clancy Mountain, there'll be 4 of them right in the kitchen. In terms of teddy bears go, Tyler County Fairgrounds is where it's at. Every teddy bear we have in game can be found here at Tyler County Fairgrounds. The only thing is that they're all kind of spread about. Right down here in Camden Park, we have the Dross Toss. There'll be 4 of them there. And we can find the random teddy bear in locations, like there's one here at the giant teapot on the other side of the register. And I find since December 3rd, 2024 update, we kill so many enemies and we get so much junk off them now as compared to usual and what we had before. So that is the new norm. But I find every other enemy will have a teddy bear on them. So you just kind of go around, gain your XP, kill a bunch of scorts and super mutants or whatever, something nice and easy. And you can get your teddy bears that way too. We have seen it many times. And so that's another option you can do. All right, so let's... We went up here to Knife's Edge just the other day. Let's go to Tyler County Fairgrounds, and we'll take a little spot there. Now there is one spot where you'll find maybe 3 or 4 of them grouped together, but that's the only spot here in Tyler County Fairgrounds. All the other spots, they'll be kind of just one kind of on its own. Lock and load. So of course we will find Scorched here, but that's okay. We have to gain some XP, which we haven't even started yet. Right, so there should be a teddy bear right in there. And I'm just going to take you right down the little aisle here. We're going to go right down to the end. Kill some of these guys at the same time. Guess why not? There's that Nuka-Cola vendor right there, but there's that little box right there. Though there should be a teddy bear in behind there as well. Oh. There's our teddy bear right there. Burp. Grab that too at the same time. Pretty cool, eh? He's on a skateboard. This little part here, the Bandit Roundup. And this is where you'll find the majority of the teddy bears here. And I think there's a couple. There's a couple more there. We'll just leave them there. I think I'm sure we'll have this as a daily a couple more times this week, but there kind of gives myself some options in case I don't reset my game. Okay, what's next here, Jimmy? Let's go ahead and kill some Mirelurks. 5 mini great spots. We can find Mirelurks in around the wasteland. 6 of them up here at the toxic dried lake bed. 6 of them here at the New River Gorge Resort. Now 3 of them will be in the swimming pool area. And just a little bit past the swimming pool area, we'll see a one of those houses, but we can only enter through the basement or through the little crawl space, and there'll be 2 more in there. Possibly 3. Right over here, Ohio River Adventures. Now there's a couple of Mirelurk eggs here, so when you pick up a Mirelurk egg, a couple things can happen. Either you can pick up the Mirelurk egg, or it explodes, and when it explodes, there'll be a little baby Mirelurk called a hatchling that comes out, and that hatchling also counts as a Mirelurk, okay? Pretty good spot. Probably one of the best spots you can go if you're at a lower level. And if you haven't done it before, there's a little raider group in here. I think the leader is Fishbones. Now, I have trouble bringing it up with my high-level character here, but if you come here, you'll be able to help out those raiders, And then there'll be a bunch of Mirelurks that kind of come over here, and you'll have to help them take care of them. So you can also do that if you so wish. Right down here at Lake Reynolds, there'll be 4 of them down here, including a hunter, Mirelurk hunter. Now, Summersville, this used to be one of the best spots to go, I would say almost 2 years ago. The house on the right-hand side that's full of burnt books, okay, used to be infested with Mirelurks, especially the little graveyard next to it, but no longer, of course. But we can still find Mirelurks in this area if you go right down to the river. Okay, there'll be 2 of them right there. They'll be submerged. So as you get closer to the river, they'll pop out. And there'll be 1 more Mirelurk a little further down. There'll be also a ghoul down here, and he'll also be submerged. So there's 3 guaranteed that are right on this river that are still there today. Looking for a little bit more of excitement. Going after Mirelurks, we have good old Vault 94. Full of Mirelurk Kings in there, by the way. Quarry X3. Hemlock Spring Dump, same thing. Lots of Mirelurk Kings. And right down here, Slivermill Motel, a couple just around here as well. Alright, so that gives you guys many great options for some Mirelurks, okay? So the other day, we brought you guys over here to New River Gorge Resort. We also did the Ohio River Adventures just the other day as well. So let's pop down here to Lake Reynolds here today, just to kind of change it up. We usually go up to the Toxic Dried Lake Meadows too. Those are the 3 I usually go, but we'll switch it up here. Now, we have killed Mirelurks for a weekly challenge where we have to kill 30 of them. You'll see me go to every single one of those places and finish it all off on the one server without having to server hop. Alright, so there's Lake Reynolds right here. Of course, there's Lewisburg just next door. We're going to lock and load this puppy here. Now, again, there is a Razor Claw and a Hunter, and you can see he's moving the little trash can around. Nice. He's kind of partially submerged himself, this guy over here. This guy's a straight shot. Oh, and he's a legendary too. There goes his brain. Nice. Gain some XP at the same time. Watch short lever action rifle. What? Oh wow, that's actually not that bad. Huh. Sugar bombs. Perfect. Huh. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so there's only 4 here, as you can see. So let's go up here to Summersville, and I'll show you those guys that are submerged. Might as well show you that. And these 3 are still... These 3 are the last 3 that are in this location. And a lot of people kind of overlook them. All you need is 1 or 2 left. You just come over here. So again, that house where the burnt books is used to be infested with Mirelurks, as well as the other side of that church, that graveyard, same thing. And even down here by the water's edge, there used to be all kinds of them here almost 2 years ago. But there's only 3 left. So let's head down to the river here. And as you can see, they are submerged. In there. And as we get closer, they're going to pop up. Nice. Going a little bit further down the river, and we'll see a ghoul down there, as I just mentioned to you. And there's the last guy right there. Now you do just walk up to him, and he'll pop right out. Nice little spot there. Hey, what's next? Destroy robots 10. Okay, not real specific. Any type of robot will do. Of course, we can find robots all over the wasteland. We're thinking the upper section of Clarksburg. Of course, the lower section will be full of ghouls, but the upper section will have all kinds of robots up there of various types. Arctos Pharma. Down here, the Voltaic Agricultural Research Center, whether you spawn in fertile soil or not, there'll be all kinds of robots here. There'd be about 10 Liberators right around Charleston Train Yard. Down here at Beckley in the Beckley Mine Exhibit. There's 4 RoboBrains here at the Hawksbill Weather Station. Good old Sugar Grove's a pretty good spot. Robco Research Center. So many great spots there to find robots. Turrets are also considered robots, so if you come across turrets, so all kinds of them here, Bloody Franks, Berkeley Springs, and in around the Harper's Ferry. And if you're ever walking around the wasteland and you see the 3 vertebrates that are flying in the air, kind of guarding one of the little smaller cargo bots there, if you knock them down, they're also considered robots. We proved that out there maybe last year. Many great spots here. All right, let's do this. Let's go to the Voltec Agricultural Research Center here in Flatwoods. And if we do, we'll spawn in fertile soil. Now, again, you don't have to spawn in fertile soil, but you can just by coming to this location like I am right now. All right, let's go kill some robots, shall we? What makes it a little bit easier when fertile soil comes in is that there's our XP, there's our gain XP right there, is that when you lock onto them with your VATs, okay, as compared to if you come here without this event going on, what will happen is that they'll all be kind of passive, and look at that aluminum scrap from these guys. Nice. And then it'll be a little hard to lock onto them, but that's fine. You guys know what I mean. Get him, Wei Chin. There we go. Destroy a robot just like that. You can go ahead and complete the event if you so wish. We're just going to leave it because we got our quota for the robots. Robots are really good. Aluminum, lead, steel, cell. For ammo, it's a real good spot for many great items. Robots is really help you out there. And I think we're done. We are, just like that. Nice. Alright, let's head back to our camp here real quick and go over our weapon of the day. If I can remember where I put my camp. Go. Good old treehouse. Treehouse camp. Alright, let's put this gun away. Alright, let's pop up here. Burp. Nice, alright. So, weapon of the day. Western Spirit. Plus 5% damage after each consecutive hit on the same target, up to plus 45%. So that's the Furious effect. Plus 25% damage while aiming. Plus 15% reload speed. So it is a legendary, but it's not your typical type of legendary, as you can see. Hardened receiver, true long barrel, true stock, true long scope, suppressor, and this awesome Western paint. 185 damage and 45 ammo. Now you can get this weapon yourself if you go down to the Nuka World on Tour and you complete one of the events. I believe the event is called Most Wanted, and you do have a chance to get this weapon for your very own. What makes it very unique for the lever action rifles is it has a capacity of 7. Okay, there's no other mod available for these lever actions in terms of the magazine. Of course, the type of magazine on these lever actions is what's called a tube magazine. Okay, and but there's no other mods for this. So if you do want more ammo for your lever action, the Western Spirit is where it's at because it has 7 instead of 6. As you guys know, it is a single action. So let's take a look at our perk cards here. Under perception, we have Rifleman, Expert Rifleman, Master Rifleman, all maxed out. We have good old Tank Killer here. Concentrated Fire, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Overt Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline. These random luck cards that just kind of pop in, and You guys see them being activated when they are, which is under pure luck, of course. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They all stay the same. I had these for quite some time. I'm pretty happy with them, and they're maxed out. Just like that. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stames, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John, DJ59. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.